In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 5 items you can buy and resell for insane profit. You can buy them really cheap, you can sell them for big money. I buy and sell these items myself. I know they work. People who have been following me for a long time know they work. People keep DMing me and tell me that they're making really good money off these items, so I wanted to share them with you today. But before we get into the video, please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, as it really does help me out, and we are growing exponentially, so we want to keep that trend going. And number 2, if you're new around here, do subscribe down below. So the first item you can sell to make the most amount of money is bicycles. And now I'm a really good expert with the bicycle side of it because I started my channel off reselling bikes. If you want to go and check it out, go and check out my first few videos like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all the same thumbnail, just different episodes on me taking you, like vlogging, showing you what I was doing, what I was selling, how much money I was making, and people that followed me would know that I've made some really good money. Now I'm going to share a couple of bicycle flips I've done to show you that there's money there. Now I'll throw a picture up here of a Cannondale, paid £80 for it. I sold it the next day to another reseller for £300. I made £220 profit in less than 12 hours. All I had to do was drive about 15 minutes to pick this bike up, drive 15 minutes back, clean it, which took me about 15 or 20 minutes max, list it and sell it. Total work time, 1 hour, and I made £220. I'll throw another picture of a bike up here. It was a Trek road bike I picked up for £80, and I believe I sold it for, I can't remember what I sold it for now actually. What did I sell it for? It's on my Instagram. Picked it up for £70 and I sold it for £275. I made £205 profit on that bike. Now, can you see the theme here? I'm sticking to good, reputable, high-end brands. I did the cheap stuff, I did the mid-market stuff. It's not that good. If you want to go for big money in the bikes, less is more. Quality over quantity any day of the week, and you're going to make some really good money. And just for a disclaimer, you're not going to make money straight off the bat. You're not going to start making thousands, hundreds of pounds a week, but bikes is a really good place to start because people are happy to get rid of them. They're happy for you to take them away. They like the idea of you being an entrepreneur, fixing them up and selling them on, because with a bike, most people don't understand the components, how they work, and there's tons and tons of free resources on YouTube on how to clean, fix, service, all sorts of bikes. So don't be discouraged. It's a really good place to start in the reselling space. Item number 2 that you can resell for some insane money has to be Apple products. Now, Apple products, things like iPhones, iPads, iPod Touches, iMacs, MacBook Pros, those kind of, well, obviously an Apple product. They make really good money because they're really highly desirable. There's lots of them available and people are always looking to upgrade. People always want Apple because it's really, it's just that kind of premium brand. It gives you a nice feeling when you use it. It's high quality and it holds its money so well. I normally buy phones that are second hand, look to keep them for about a year to break even, if not make a profit on them. 9 times out of 10 it works. The phone I'm currently using, which is an iPhone XS Max to film, because a few people ask me what my camera is, I'm actually filming on an iPhone, just so you know. That's how good the quality is. With some good lighting setup, you can get some insane quality out of an iPhone. Yeah, they hold their value really well. People want them and they're really easy to find. There's tons about, but you need to do your homework. You need to ensure you know the prices, and to do this, the best ways to find prices that have worked for me, so go to eBay, type in the model, so say it's an iPhone XS Max, you type in iPhone XS Max, if it's what gigabyte it has, so this one is a 64 gigabyte, so I type in 64 gigabyte, the colour, space grey, and whether or not it's unlocked, which carrier it's on, because that will determine a lot more of the value, because if it's unlocked, it's, appeals to more people, there's more potential customers you can sell it to, so if you can get the phone unlocked, you will make a lot more money. Another good way to check is to go onto CEX. This is a company in the UK, it's literally CEX. You can go on there and you can see what CEX are charging, what CEX are willing to give you as a trade-in. So say you were to find a phone and you want to trade it in to them, if you're getting a second-hand phone that's in good working order, you've done all your checks on it, check the camera, check the Face ID if it's a newer one, check the fingerprint scanner, you've checked the screen works, the battery health, all that stuff. You've done all your due diligence and your checks on the phone. Make sure it's not stolen. Make sure it's not iCloud locked. You've done all that and you know that you're getting it for the same price CX would give you. You're going to be making money. You don't want to be paying too much for a phone. There's lots about. Just be careful of what you're buying, but there's really good money in it. So yeah, that would be iPhones. You can do things like iMacs. Back when I was in college, and this is going back a few years now because I'm 22, I was probably about 16 or 17, I picked up an iMac for, I can't remember how much I paid for it. I paid £300 for this iMac, that's right, and I kept it for 2.5 years. I used it throughout college, did all my college work on it, I did set up a few little online businesses back then that all failed, and I did a few other things on it, and I sold it for $375 2 and a bit years later. So I made money on a piece of tech I used for over 2 years. Apple products are so good, they hold their value, people like the brand, so Apple products is a really, really good way to go. Item number 3 on my list. Now this is going to be a bit tricky for some people to do because you probably will be better off having a car, a vehicle, a family member that can drive you around to get these sort of things, and it is furniture. Now why do I say furniture? Well, because it's one of those items that is in high demand. People are always moving into houses, they're always moving out of houses, and they always are looking to get rid of stuff. I rent a storage unit, a 50 square foot one, and if someone wants shot of something, say like a chest of drawers, a bedside table, I don't know, a bed, something like that, I can go pick it up, drop it off at my storage unit, and it doesn't matter when it sells because it's out the way. So if you can get the furniture off of someone who is looking to get rid of it there and then, get shot of it, I actually get it for free. I get so much free furniture that I turn into really, really good money. I'm trying to think of some examples I can throw up to give you an idea. Throw a picture up here of a dovetail chest of drawers. It's solid pine with, when I say dovetail, basically the joints on the drawers like sort of intertwine. You want to look for really solid made furniture if you're doing it. You don't really want to do the cheaper sort of plywood, tacky furniture. You want to go for more niche, retro, vintage, antique. That kind of stuff fetches really good money, and a lot of people don't know how much it's really worth. But if you want to go for like basic furniture, things like IKEA furniture, you will make a bit of money, but it's not, the margins are so slim. You want to focus on higher quality pieces. Throw a picture up here of a pine chest of drawers I picked up for free in the morning, and I sold it in the evening for £80. So again, free money into 80 quid. Yes, I had to do some driving and I did deliver it, so that did eat into my margins a little bit, but I still probably cleared a good £70 profit on that chest of drawers. And before anyone says, oh, I need 2 people to move it, with a chest of drawers, you can take all the drawers out. It's not very heavy. Put it in your car, put all the drawers back in, and you're good. So you don't need 2 people to move chests of drawers. So if you want to get into the furniture, focus on things you can do by yourself. I do it by myself. Occasionally I do have a helper, and I will ask them to come and pick heavy things up with me because of, you know, the weight and stuff like that. But otherwise, just stick to furniture that you can move yourself. Number 4. Now, this is a really good one for a lot of people. Again, don't have a vehicle, don't want to do big, bulky items, or may not have the know of techie savvy stuff, or they may not have the want or interest to go into bicycles. And this is kind of a boring one, but it's very, very good margins, and it's books. Buying and selling second-hand books. It's an insanely high profit niche to get into. To give you an example, I'll throw again a screenshot here of a book I picked up at a car boot sale for 10p, yes, 10p, and I flipped it for £24.99, £24.99. After Amazon's fees and all things taken into account, I made about £17 profit on that book. Granted, it's not big money, but if you think about the margins, that is an insane ROI, an insane return on investment. You can do the same, but again, with books, it's just all about scaling it up. There's a couple of books I've actually had, I haven't sold any of them yet, that are worth over £100 to £300 because they're very niche and they're very sort of hard to come by for some people. Let me see if I can find a book I can actually show you. Money. This is another book actually that is a very niche book. It's Flint Pistols, I think. Flintlock pistols. It's quite old, as you can see, but the condition of it, I'll see if I can show you on camera, is actually, the pages are in really, really good shape. Now, when I scanned this book, when I got it, I picked this up for free off someone, off a house clearance I sort of did, and this book was selling for £153 on Amazon. Granted, you may not get that, but you think that's free, all you've got to do, this is a tiny little book, look how small it is, I could send that off to Amazon FBA, store it in their warehouse for about, I think it's 4p a month or something crazy. Again, you need to do your homework on Amazon FBA. I don't pursue the model as much anymore because I'm scaling my reselling business up, but this will be a business model I may pursue in 2021 once I get some people on board. However, like I said, send this off to Amazon FBA and you can make some really, really good money. If you turn a book that you got for free or you pay, you know, £1, £2, £3 for into 150 quid, you tell me a better business model than that. If you can find one, I'm all ears. Trust me. Other than crypto's way too gambling for me. My 5th and final item you can buy and sell to make some insane money on is sneakers and designer clothing. Now, this is something I have zero expertise in and I have zero knowledge on because I don't really dress to impress. I don't really understand the brands, and when I say understand, I just don't really follow the trends, so I have no idea. But there are some really good videos on YouTube about people buying and selling stuff in the clothing niche, like brand niche, to make some really good money. I was going to say, if you guys want me to try out sneaker reselling, when the lockdown chills out a little bit and we can get out again and we can go back to day-to-day life and I can get back to doing vlogging, because I really do not like sitting here talking to the camera. I'd much rather be, you know, hands-on doing stuff. Would you like me to go out and try and make money flipping shoes? I'm all for it. I'm all for trying the business model out for you guys. If you want to see it, comment down below, let me know if you want to see that, because I'll happily make the video for you. Yeah, there are some insane margins in clothes. It's a good thing to do because you don't need a car to pick up clothes, really. You can get them locally, you can source them in charity shops, you can source them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, Facebook groups. You can go to friends and family that may be looking to get rid of clothes. You'll get them in donations. You can get clothes from literally anywhere. And same as sneakers, you can get comps from like Nike, Adidas, all these other brands that I don't really understand. So yeah, there's good money to be had of sneakers. And if you're still watching, you're one of those people that wants a little bit more content, I'm going to give you a bonus item that you can make some insane money buying and selling. It's video games. Now I'm going to share a little story. I think this is going back a few years ago now. I picked up a massive job lot of PlayStation 1 games, again a while ago, at a car boot sale for £2, and I flipped it on Gumtree the next day for 50 quid. So I turned my £2 into £50, netting me a £48 profit. Video games are really, really high margins. You can make some insane money with video games. There's you know, loads about. They're quite easy to store because obviously it's a video game, it's not taking up a lot of space, and a lot of them are sort of starting to become more scarce now. So if you can find the rarer ones, you can find the ones that are worth more money. My advice, head onto eBay, start searching up, say, Wii games, Xbox games, PlayStation games, you know, all those kind of older games into the eBay, sort them by highest price, sort them by sold listings, start to get an understanding of what's selling, what's worth looking out for, and then obviously you're going to take a gamble when you buy the game because it may be scratched, the disc may not work, but if you get a really old retro or vintage game that you can no longer buy for the right money, 50p to £1, I'd personally take the gamble any day of the week. So leave the video there. There's some really good money to be had in the reselling space. If you're looking to start out and you've got no money to start, there's free items going on Facebook, Gumtree all the time, so don't let that deter you. If you don't have a car, find a friend or family member just to get the ball rolling so that you've got a bit of capital. Try to do this without investing any money. I will soon, down the line, I don't know when, we'll be doing a series where we go from zero to either 500 or £1,000, just so you guys can follow again at home, and I may even do that without using my car, because obviously I have use of a car. I will try and find a way around it without using my vehicle, and hopefully make it a really cool series for you. So if you enjoyed today's video, please, please, please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe down below for more content like this. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.